Hey, Goal Digger, Kimberly Olson here, back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. For this episode, I'm so excited because we're gonna talk about how to stand out on social, okay? You remember that, I think it's Tupac, All Eyes on Me? Okay, I'm dating myself, but I kind of used to be like a secret, like little ghetto, and I loved that song. Well, it's very, just something to keep in your mind about when you're thinking about your content, and it can feel vain, and it can feel like, you know, glamour shots, and that's not what this is about. So let me dispel the myths and let me give you my 3-step strategy to standing out on social. Stay tuned. So to stand out on social media, there's a 3-part strategy that I want to teach you how to implement, and I really want you to gain confidence in this area, because if you're building your business online, you can't say that you don't like social media. You can't keep telling yourself that. You have to learn to love social media. I love social media, and before I got on social 4 years ago, I didn't like it at all. I actually never was on it. I just thought it was weird. So it's amazing, and it's allowed me to make millions. It can allow you to make a lot of money as well. Okay. So the first thing we want to do to stand out on social is we need to elevate our online presence. So what this looks like is hiring a branding agency. Just spend the money, okay? Get a VA, whatever it's going to take. Do it yourself. Watch some YouTube videos on Canva. I mean, you can totally give yourself a refresh, but I'm talking high quality, high pixels, so it's clear and it's not blurry. That drives me crazy, and it drives other people crazy as well, and it doesn't look professional. Is a killer Facebook cover. Or if you're on Instagram, I want an awesome profile picture. That's gonna mean you have to take some selfies, then get your camera out and take some selfies, okay? It's that important to have that instant, just people go, wow, like she's standing out to me, she's different than others, okay? It's just this really girl boss vibe of you are confident and you're showing up confident. Even if you're not, you're gonna get there, okay? It's this act of doing that's gonna build your confidence. And so it's worth the investment if you have to have someone do it for you. But I want a killer Facebook cover, a personal profile cover. I want a great profile picture of you. I want your bio optimized. I want a call to action. Join my community. Like, people should know you've got it going on. Or if you want to do a freebie, you can do that. Call to action to grab a freebie from you, especially if you're building an email list. That would be a good idea for you, okay? So elevate your online presence, boss it up, babe. Grab my book, Boss It Up, Babe. Right over here. Grab my book, Boss It Up, Babe. It's #1 on Amazon's new release list, and it's all about personal branding. Okay, so grab that book right now. The next thing I want you to do to stand out on social is I want you to create content that really offers value and it serves your community, but most importantly, it serves your ideal avatar. If you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. You've heard this before. You've got to be so clear on the other person on your phone or on their phone when they're looking at your content. Are you talking to them? Are you talking the way that they talk? Are you talking directly to them and saying you and, using words that are not pronouns of yourself, of I and me, but it's about them, you, okay? What's going on in their world. So this is where you're going to get into your content creation. Facebook specifically doesn't like graphics that are done on Canva. So this is going to be selfies. It's going to be engaging questions. It can just be text that you type out, but you're going to need to learn how to create engaging content, value-based content, I should say, that is going to make people stop the scroll. I mean, how are you going to stand out on social if your content is lame or you're inconsistent or you're posting once a week? That's not going to do it. Okay. If you're posting once a week, then you're not making this a priority. And I know that's kind of harsh, but it's true in my opinion. And we all have things going on. We're all busy. Okay. There's no way that I'm someone who has never missed a day in 4 years. Like, my kids have been sick. We've traveled before. We haven't had internet when we've been up in the Wisconsin in the woods. Okay. You figure it out. You make it happen if it's that important to you. So you want to make sure your content's on point. You want to learn how to use selfies and pictures of your family and on your phone. That's what Facebook wants. Instagram, it can be a little bit more curated and look a little more posh. You can use stock images or quote graphics. Those do really well over on Instagram. Info collages, just depends on where you're at, obviously. So you need to make sure you have valuable content. People come to social to connect. They come to social to be inspired. They come to social to be entertained and also to be educated. So make sure you're hitting those needs and you can't go wrong, okay? The third thing you wanna do to stand out in social is engagement. So when I say engagement, this is where people are commenting on your content. Yes, absolutely. But how are you taking it to the DM? How are you going, hey, so-and-so, thank you for the friend request. Love to get to know you. Tell me a bit about yourself. Hey, happy birthday. What did you do for your birthday? Anything fun? Oh, you know what? I just realized you're also an entrepreneur. I have this community for entrepreneurs. Let's get you in there. I've got some awesome stuff that I think you would love and a free gift. It's my awesome lead magnet on ABC, okay? Conversations. When people comment on your post, are you taking it to Messenger? Hey, I saw you commented on that. Tell me a little bit more. What was it like when you traveled to Europe or whatever that they post? I mean, you could literally talk to anybody about anything at any time in the DMs. But Messenger is where the magic happens. This is where it's an intimate one-on-one conversation with your prospect. You can qualify them because they're really a lead to start. You can qualify them and ask them questions to see if they're even a prospect. Let's say you sell a high-ticket coaching program. Your coaching program, let's say it's $20,000 to coach with you. And you are asking some questions to a person who is a stay-at-home mom, and she has zero desire to build a business. She helps her husband with the bookkeeping for his business and is raising 8 kids, and she just loves it. Like, that's her jam, and she's supporting the family by helping with the bookkeeping. She's not a prospect. She doesn't want to do a high-ticket coaching business. So why would you sit there and spend forever trying to get her to like you? This doesn't make any sense. So you really want to make sure that in Messenger, you're asking questions, you're qualifying, you're determining if this person needs to be on your radar, okay? And then you're turning on notifications to make sure you're seeing their stuff. Are you in their Facebook community if they have one? Are you engaging with their stories? Are you commenting on their stuff? There are so many ways to engage. You can engage in Facebook groups with your avatar. It's literally endless, but you're gonna stand out. One of the ways I quickly stood out on social when I first started was every time somebody came into my Facebook group, and I only had 100 people in there when I started it, I would message all of them and I would say, hey, tell me more about why you're in this group. It was called All In with Kim. And I told them I would coach them for 30 days for free in that group to accomplish a goal. And it was more around health and wellness, fitness, things like that. But I told them that's what I would do. And I would show up and, hold them accountable, inspire them, go live, all the things. So I messaged each and every one of them and would say, tell me about your goal. Why is this important to you? What have you tried in the past? What's the plan, right? How can I help? And by doing that, I actually created my first 100 super fans. That was the beginning of me monetizing my brand because I knew those people didn't understand vision boards. I quickly figured out they didn't know how to set goals. I understood that they definitely needed accountability and they were highly motivated, but they didn't know how. They needed the roadmap. And a lot of them were entrepreneurs. By friending other entrepreneurs, my algorithm quickly started suggesting me as friends to other entrepreneurs. My friends list went from 250 friends that I knew, people I'd worked with, old colleagues, people I went to high school with, 250, just people I still kept in touch with, to over 1,000 very quickly, with all of the others in that friends list being entrepreneurs, which became my ideal avatar. So that quickly, it can change for you, but it was all because I was different and I stood out on social and I focused on serving and offering value. I engaged with my people and I got in Messenger and had conversations, okay? So this is your homework. I want you to grab my book below if you don't have it. Boss It Up Babe, and then I want you to implement these 3 steps, okay? If this was helpful, which I hope it is, go ahead and hit the subscribe button or follow me if you're on Facebook, and then throw this in your stories. Just take a screenshot of you watching it. Say, crushing it with the Gold Digger Girl. If you use in the gift bar, if you use @the Gold Digger Girl when you search, you're gonna see all the gifts that we put in there, which are really fun, okay? So tag me at the Gold Digger Girl and I will give you a shout out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.